Oh, no. Ah! I made it worse. Creaky. Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. My name is Erica and here's what I love. Mushrooms! Happy holidays everyone and Merry Christmas to those who celebrate it. Today is Christmas and I decided to celebrate it by making a gingerbread house. But not just any gingerbread house. No, I wanted to make a fairy mushroom gingerbread house. Is this whole video just an excuse to put makeup on and put on my mushroom hat that I made during the quarantine? Yes. I've never done this before, but I have been inspired by Christine McConnell and Rachel Maxey in their in their baking endeavors, so I'm excited to try this out. So I've watched a lot of YouTube videos and a lot of blog posts, and actually there is someone that made a fairy gingerbread mushroom house already, and it's so much better than I could have ever done, so I'm going to link that down below. But I am going to use her as reference for my mushroom and kind of get the rough shape of it. So thank you so much for doing the hard parts for me. So I made a rough sketch of what I wanted to do here. I knew I wanted a snowy hill with 2 mushrooms and a couple of mushrooms spread out. I wanted a fence post, maybe a little ladder, maybe a little frozen pond. So I did it all ahead of time. That way I can just relax and do the fun part, which is decorating. But for the hill, I decided to go with a gingerbread cake. So that's what I have here in front of me. I also constructed the mushrooms out of gingerbread itself. I'll link all the recipes down below of what I used. I'm also going to be using cream cheese. I also made ahead some icing, which I have there. I have some cinnamon, some sprinkles, and yeah, I'm just excited to get started and see how this all comes together. So first and foremost, I'm going to make the landscape, so I'm going to try to construct my hill here. Let's see how that goes.
And let me see what you have.
Oh, nice!
No!
Let's see how this works out. Full disclosure, I have no idea what I'm doing. And I probably got hair all over my cake. Oh well. Oh my gosh, the first cut is made. So now that I have that put together, what I'll do is I'll get a piping bag and then just cover the whole thing in icing and get that landscape done. Alright, so here we have it all fully frosted. It's a little messy, but I think we can salvage it. I think. So now I'm gonna take my little mushroom pieces. Here's my little 2 caps, and then I have their stems. But I was thinking before I put on the caps, I'm going to decorate the stems with the royal icing. That way it's a little bit easier. I'll just assemble it once that's dry. Sounds like a good plan in theory. The mushroom caps I'm going to leave as is because I'm going to just coat it in royal icing and then paint them red. And they're gonna look so cute. All right, let's do it. So we had a small casualty while I was pulling them out of the molds. The stem broke, but I'm hoping it's nothing that royal icing can't fix. So I just took some of the royal icing and I mixed in some cocoa powder and some cinnamon. So it's not so noticeable, the stark white of original royal icing. I think it looks good. $2. Well, so as you guys saw, the big stem didn't work. It kind of broke, and I'm trying to glue the pieces here together, but I guess I didn't bake them straight, so they're not really gluing. So I'm just gonna leave them as is for now. I did make this cute little ladder. I hope it works. But I'm gonna go ahead and put some royal icing on the one mushroom I do have, and maybe put the fence post up, and then wait and see if this one works out, and I'll just put it on the other side. Oh, that's so cute! While this, because the royal icing is still drying on the top there to hold that together, while that dries, I'm going to make a little pond out of hard candies. So I'm gonna do that real quick and then come back once it's all hardened.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't.
So two things happened. When I placed it on and glued it on, the gingerbread, either it's a little underbaked. I don't think that's the case. It's just a very soft cookie. So the weight of the rest of the mushroom cap was falling and kind of going through the stem. So I checked the blog post, and it turns out I forgot something. They had made a support so that it could support the cookie itself. I didn't make that. I didn't bake that. So I do have the big mushroom cap from the stem that had broken. It is, I'm testing it out. It's heavy and it's soft. So I'm trying to figure out a way to reinforce this one to place it on this, and then I'll just have one mushroom and then my lake here, which I did do the lake. I did make the lake out of Jolly Ranchers. I just put it in the oven for 5 minutes, and I'm just gonna go ahead and place that here. I wanted it to be perfect. There we go, cute. There we are. So now my little fairies have their little puddle, their little lake, a frozen lake. Let me brainstorm. Hopefully I can come up with something soon because I'm losing daylight and I really would like to get this project done today. Ooh. All right, so I think I kind of came up with a solution. I'm just gonna glue both of my shells together, and I went ahead and coated it with the royal icing. And what I'll do now is I'll get a little bit extra and water it up, and then I'm going to use some red dye and a little bit of black to make a dark red color, and then I'm going to paint it on the white royal icing and then wait for that to dry. And honestly, the weight of this cap, it might not hold, but at least for the final shot, I'll be happy if it holds for the final shot. Also, I can't stop eating frosting. Anyway, let's get to it. So a lot has changed. I was hoping not to use these, but I had made some little mushroom cookies, and I am just going to decorate around and have little mushroom friends while the top part here dries. So I'm gonna go ahead and putting on my little mushroom friends, my little mushroom cookies. This recipe is also going to be linked down below for you guys. So cute. Okay, let me go get the mushroom top and show the final reveal. Just kind of flopping over to the side there, but there she is, my little mushroom. The weight, it's kind of sinking. there was a little landslide on my hill here, but here's my little mushroom forest. I guess there's no final touches. Things that I would do differently, I would definitely make a little base to hold the gingerbread and make the stems a little bit sturdier. That way it can hold up the weight. But overall, I had a lot of fun. I don't know about you guys, but I had a lot of fun. And in the end, I'm just gonna eat it all anyway. So here's my little mushroom friend. I wanted to put some powdered sugar on it, but that also doesn't look like it's going to happen. Plus there's enough sugar on this already. That's gonna be all for it today. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me make this. Let me know if you attempt to make it yourselves with the recipe below. I think it looks pretty cute and pretty realistic. So I'm just gonna leave this right over here.
Nope.
Whoop. Let me know if you guys make this cake. Give it a like. Comment down below anything you want to comment down. I'll be back in the next 2 weeks with another video. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Bye! Let's move this out of the way because I don't have much room. So, okay.